how do you make like big, expensive decisions in your music school? Often as entrepreneurs with all our crazy ideas can also be perfectionists sometimes. And it's almost like aim, 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 aim. And no one wants to fire because you're too scared of making the wrong decision. And so I'm going to give you just like a really simple how I think about making big decisions, expensive ones in your music school. The most crucial thing, are you actually solving the right problem? You have to ask yourself, what data or numbers would I need to know whether this is the right problem to solve?
Our studio, we have 150 students, all under the age of 3 in our studio right now, and we operate outdoors in public parks. The issue that we're running into is that our kids age out of our program when they go off to preschool. A lot of them are wanting afternoon programs, they're ready for the next step, but we just aren't able to provide those programs outdoors in the local parks because it's not as safe in the afternoon as it gets closer to the nighttime. We feel like we need this indoor space to be able to take the next step and build out our programming.
First thing I think of is I would do like a Google map pinpoint. There's a feature on Google Maps where you could load in the addresses of all your customers, and it'll pop up with all the pinpoints so you could see, okay, well now I know where they all exist, so if I was choosing a location I will be better suited to figure out where to put it. So that would be the first thing I'd look at. The next thing, I would list all the customers I've got, name, emails, contact them and say, hey, we're thinking of moving from local parks and moving to a location. We are looking at picking this area here, and you ask them, how likely would you be to continue lessons if we moved it to this location? The price may have to change a little bit. So you'd figure out that survey, and then you'd see how many people would say are very likely to continue or not likely at all, and a scale.
I'm a drummer, and I started just teaching drums under my house, and the neighbors were not fans of that. So my partner at the time and I just found this shipping container that had been turned into a music studio, and we bought that and we put it in an industrial estate down the road. But we just hooked that up to some power and started teaching music out of that. My dad and I built a second one, and then I grew it, and then a third one, and we ended up with 7. I sold all of those and moved into a commercial space.
So often everyone in the BAM squad will look at all, everyone running their amazing buildings and think, oh, that's just the next logical step. We didn't do shipping containers, but I remember as we were growing, we ran out of music buses, we got those little mobile cabins, and we only had to pay $80 a week, and we had 5 or 6 of those going. And so there's always some like creative options just to think about. So now what we've done, we've found the problem. Now we're looking for like the first scenario, and you're going to do this for all the different ideas that you've got. One's going to be jumping into a building. One's going to be, renting out a bunch of other halls. One might be doing Jamie's idea and buying a bunch of shipping containers, and then you can compare them all. What we do once we've punched in how we think the revenue will change, how we think the expenses will all line up, we can now quickly see this is what would happen to your cash flow. This is just the demo company. So your bank balance in green with your scenario. Pink is like the current situation. Green is your scenario of getting a building. So you would look at this first and go, okay, that does not look good. It looks like we run out of money in January. This is not a good decision, or we're going to go back and tweak all the numbers until we're happy. The numbers, they don't lie. They don't care about your feelings. It'll just tell you the truth of what would happen. Pretty simple. Figure out what you're solving. What data do you need? Pick the 2 or 3 different options that you could do, and then just run a scenario and look at the facts. And hopefully it's going to reveal whether it's a smart decision or not.